Hello and welcome. It's Friday, it's 10 o'clock, it's the 4th day of June 2021, and I am your grumpy guide to all things gaming, and this may be the best news of the week. After all the controversy, all the ugliness, all the silliness, all the depression, all the just bizarreness that was this week, we start Friday with, at least in my humble opinion, some great news, and that is Marvel has announced that they are officially releasing a Marvel Multiverse tabletop role-playing game in 2022, using the all-new D616 game system to embody your favorite superheroes and supervillains like never before. Alright, already just there, I am hooked, because if you are not a fan of the Marvel Multiverse, you might not get the reference, but 616 is the number of the core Marvel Earth in the Marvel Multiverse. So if you remember Endgame, Doctor Strange said there was like, 1 billion some odd, he's looked at 1,400,000 and some odd different outcomes, and the Avengers only won one. So he looked at one, the Marvel Multiverse is that there's multiple Earths. And one of those Earths is the 616, and that's the universe we're most familiar with the comics. All the comics, or 90% of the Marvel comics, take place on Earth 616. So calling it the D616 game system is just a total nerd reference to the fact that it's the Marvel universe. Now, I don't actually know what D616 game system is going to mean. I don't know how you would do 616, what dice that would be, but it's just great. So this is coming next year. It's going to be released by Marvel themselves, so Disney. You'll have an introductory playtest rulebook where you guys we can playtest the Marvel universe with the designers and help create the perfect Marvel role-playing game. And if you've followed my channel any amount of time, you know I consider the original Marvel FASERIP one of the, if not the, best superhero role-playing game. So if this is even anywhere close to the Marvel FASERIP, it'll be amazing. So you will be able to play famous Marvel heroes or create entirely new ones. And then on the cover, we got Iron Man, we got Spidey, we got Storm, we got Carol Danvers looking kind of angry for some reason. We got Groot, we got Rocket, my favorite character from Guardians of the Galaxy. We got Thor looking weird. We got Black Panther, R.I.P. Chadwick looking, I don't know. We got Spidey. We got two Spidey. So this must be Miles Morales Spidey, and this must be normal Spidey. We got Cap. We got, of course, everybody's favorite, Wolverine, and then we got the character you're going to make right there. Written and co-designed by award-winning and New York Times best-selling author Matt Forbook, the Marvel Multiverse game system will introduce players to the all-new D616 system, an accessible and easy-to-learn system for newcomers to tabletop role-playing games, and a natural evolution for those familiar with the more popular tabletop role-playing games on the market. It uses the following stats: might, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, and logic. And if you don't get it, might, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, and logic, that's M-A-R-V-E-L. It spells Marvel. So just like FASERIP, it spells Marvel. So that's just awesome. That's just awesome that they found a way to make stats out of the name Marvel, and they're very similar to the FASERIP stats. So I have high hopes for this. So we can pick up the playtest rules sometime later this year. The full game will be out of 2023. I don't know if I can wait that long. And then we, over the year, will be able to playtest with them the rules and introductions. So very curious to see what the D616 system is. Very, very hilariously excited, geeking out over the fact that the stats spell out the word Marvel. So, yeah, this is great news, I think. I mean, and it's coming from Marvel directly. It's not coming from somebody else. So it's going to have input from all the Marvel creators. And we got Galactus in the background and Kang in the background interesting choice for who's in the background, the two of the biggies, Galactus and Kang, since, of course, the main rumor for the next phase of Marvel is that the big bad guy is either going to be Kang or Galactus. And based upon everything we know for the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, considering they are introducing Kang in the next Ant-Man movie, we are leaning to the belief that Kang the Conqueror is going to be the next major bad guy, much the same way Thanos was inevitably the major bad guy in the MCU. We had the big, Endgame, Infinity War. But we also have the very exciting news that the Fantastic Four is going to be back in the Marvel Universe in some way. And of course, you cannot have the Fantastic Four without Doctor Doom and Galactus. So it's very interesting that the characters they chose to portray in the backgrounds are Kang the Conqueror and Galactus as we begin the new phase of the MCU with, Eternals, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, and Doctor Strange coming out in the next couple of years. And riding on the coattails of everything that happened in Wandavision and X-Men, and of course Loki starting in a couple days. So yeah, excited. This is amazing news as far as I'm concerned. So if you're a fan of the MCU and you appreciate this content, let me know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Help me at 500 subs by August 4th. Please support this stream stuff, blah blah, thumbs up, notification, algorithm. Yakety schmack, get off my lawn and make mine Marvel.